Romantic movies often follow a specific formula of the meet cute and falling in love, and then maybe some dilemma arises that causes problems before they inevitably get back together. That can be a comfort with these sorts of movies, but it's also interesting when a filmmaker decides to flip it on its head. With the drama, director Christopher Borgli does that by exploring his two flawed lead characters, and particularly a revelation about the bride-to-be Emma. The film shows how the titular drama builds and addresses how both Emma and Charlie try to navigate what they've learned about each other and their reactions to this. A lot of the film rests on the performances from Robert Pattinson and Zendaya, who do come across like a believable couple. We see why they click with each other, and then when tempers run high, as Emma reveals something about herself. Pattinson expertly shows the uncertainty racing through Charlie's head as he grapples with this information and tries to figure out the best foot forward. Meanwhile, Zendaya has to depict the shame and nerve-wracking thoughts going through her head as she deals with what she said about herself. Both actors bounce off each other in both the scenes showing the characters' genuine love and the arguments that manifest. The film does not shy away from depicting their flaws and that they do often make the wrong decision, especially after this revelation. There are times when Charlie's point of view is understandable, but also when he takes things too far. There are also scenes where our sympathy is certainly with Emma, while still recognizing the parts that are difficult to defend. The film does a good job of testing the audience that way and making us think about whether bad decisions made as teenagers that we deeply regret should follow us into adulthood. That Borgli chooses such an extreme topic only adds to the test he puts the viewer through. In between the more serious moments, the drama does have a lot of unexpectedly funny scenes. There are a lot of well-timed laughs, gained both out of the actors' facial expressions and some well-chosen scene transitions. There are other little amusing moments here and there, like a conversation with a DJ. Borgli mixes the real drama with dream sequences, which do recall what he previously did in Dream Scenario, but fitting these specific characters. He also makes good use of flashbacks to further dive into Emma's story and allows us to process her decisions that led to this confession she makes. The drama largely works for the way it digs into the characters and the difficulties that come from these revelations. It manages to mix the build-up with solid humor while also allowing Pattinson and Zendaya to tap into the complicated thoughts and emotions that characters are feeling. The film is able to provide some understanding of their decisions while also making choices that certainly don't reflect well on them. It's an example of how having flawed protagonists who often make mistakes can make them even more interesting and pull one further into the story. There are some solid philosophical ideas and questions that the characters themselves wrestle with, and that results in a solid twist on the romance genre.